So one of the disadvantages of learning digital marketing before going into product marketing is that it's time consuming. Let's face it, the 1 month digital marketing bootcamp will not cut it. I'm being honest with you. For me, this was how I learned. It wasn't like I learned everything all at once. Okay, when I learned paid advertising, it was not when I learned SEO. At the time, in fact, what prompted me to learn SEO, I think SEO was even what prompted me to learn front-end development at the time, because I remember that at some point I had to work with HTML files and all of that, and at some point I fell in love with it. Then I went to learn CSS, React.js, JavaScript and the likes, but that's a topic for another day. So it's time consuming. All right, if you're going to become a really great marketer, what I usually tell folks is this: give it another 6 months. Give it another 6 months, because digital marketing is a lot. In digital marketing, there is email marketing, there is paid advertising, there is e-commerce, there is copywriting, there is content marketing, there is social media marketing, there is, have I mentioned SEO? There is also SEO. Like, it's a lot. There is sales funnel hacking, all right, where you design the entire sales funnel process and everything. It's a lot, all right. So, and you would have to master many tools. It takes time. Okay, so, and for me, let me be very honest with you. If I had known about product marketing at the time, I probably would not have spent as much time learning digital marketing. And this is me being very honest with you. I may not have spent as much time as I did trying to learn all of the other skills, even though I appreciate them today. All right, like I love that I can use them today, but trust me, I feel I wasted too much time. All right, because now in the industry, I have a number of friends and colleagues who went right away into product marketing. I didn't even know that it was what it was at the time. Some of them went to growth marketing, who have really gone far in that sense. Of course, I'm not comparing in the industry, just because they started right away. So for me, if I had known better, perhaps I would have spent less time learning digital marketing and would have just transitioned at some point very quickly into product marketing. So if you do not have all the time, if you are in your early 20s, still very young, yes, fine, go ahead, you have the time. But if you are in your late 20s, early 30s, all right, I don't know if that can be considered as still having time or not. Just do what suits you. I'm just sharing my experience with you. Okay, the second disadvantage is this. See, digital marketing is interesting, no doubt. However, not all digital marketing skills would apply. The thing with product marketing is, at some point, all right, there are some product marketing roles that are focused on organic user acquisition. And you find out that if you're in such a role, you may have spent time learning skills that you ultimately will not get to use. Okay, so yes, there are some digital marketing skills that ultimately will not apply when it comes to some specific product marketing roles. For example, as a product marketer, I currently consult as a product marketer with a startup. Okay, I consult for them, and there are some specific digital marketing skills. I've led them to the product launch stage, MVP launch stage rather, and there were some skills I didn't really need, that felt like a waste of time, some digital marketing skills that I could not readily transfer. So yes, there are some skills that may not apply when it comes to product marketing. Now, let me say it as it is. Digital marketing does not necessarily equip you with product marketing skills. And before you think I'm contradicting myself, this is what I mean. When it comes to product marketing, we often talk product positioning, differentiation, messaging. We talk product life cycle and sales enablement. All right, you provide sales collateral and all of that. And the truth is, digital marketing will not teach you that. So if you come into product marketing as a digital marketer or someone with a digital marketing background, you want to stay humble and learn from the scratch. So you find out that a person who is coming into digital marketing, who may have had one or two, some success, let me put it that way, in the space, has the tendency to come into the space thinking, hey, I already know marketing, what are they talking about, and all of that. And what happens is this: you end up shooting yourself in the leg. When I got into product marketing, all right, I had to learn humbly. I asked questions a lot. Of course, even if I got into product marketing, I had already led the product launch, all right. Yet I had to go take a standard product marketing course, and during my classes I made sure to ask questions like someone who had not done marketing before. All right. So a disadvantage is that you may think, because you already know digital marketing, hey, what is product marketing? I can easily wing it and all of that. And before you realize it, you just end up messing up in your new position as a product marketer. Now, based on the pros and the cons that we've seen together, the question remains: should I learn digital marketing before going into product marketing? Well, I'm going to provide you with some alternatives, all right, and still leave the decision entirely up to you. Okay, so for me, I would like to advise, okay, that if you can, try and focus, especially if time is not on your side. All right, so if time is a constraint, try and focus on learning general marketing principles. Okay, you want to read up blog articles, blog posts. You want to visit, for example, Product Marketing Alliance. Read up as much as you can. In a way, you want to have this foundation when it comes to general marketing. For example, many general marketing of articles or courses I've seen out there will teach you product segmentation. They will even introduce you to product lifecycle. I remember there was this book I read back then, the 7-Day MBA, and it was that product. So it was that book that introduced me to the product lifecycle. All right. Of course, it didn't talk about the ideation phase or the development phase as it is now. It merely introduced me to the introduction phase, the growth phase, maturity phase, and the decline phase, at that time. So read books like that. You find out that in a way, it will provide you this foundational framework such that when you go into product marketing, it wouldn't really feel like you are starting from the scratch. I don't know if that makes any sense. Another thing I may want to consider doing if I were in your shoes is this. I would focus more, especially if you're just coming into the space, I would focus more on looking for entry-level hybrid roles. And by this I mean, there are some companies that offer entry-level product marketing roles with strong emphasis on digital marketing skills. Okay, and you find out that if you get into such roles, it will avail you the opportunity to learn product marketing and also learn digital marketing, helping you solidify the base and compensate for whatever it is you may have missed by not learning digital marketing before getting into product marketing. Finally, you may also want to consider tailoring your learning. Okay, so if you don't have all the time in the world, you can decide to learn digital marketing first, all right? But you want to ensure that you focus on areas that are most relevant to product marketing. Okay, so if I were you, I would want to read up blog posts and articles on the intersection of product marketing and digital marketing and focus on those relevant skills. Skills in digital marketing that would ultimately be relevant to product marketing. Now, at the end of the day, like I have been saying, the choice is still yours. Okay, I'm not going to decide for you. I've given you some factors to consider. I've shown you the pros and the cons of learning digital marketing before going into product marketing. So I want you to make your choice. What would it be? Share with me in the comment section below.